So the points A and B have position vectors 5i minus 7j and ti plus 17j respectively, where t is a scalar. And then you have 0.28i plus 0.96j is a unit vector in the direction of AB. Find the value of t. So to find the value of t, you need to find AB and then find the unit vector in the direction of AB, and then that unit vector must be equal to this, since this is the unit vector in the direction of AB. So once you do that, you can just equate the coefficients of the I and the coefficients of the J, and then the I's and the J's, and you should be able to get your T. So now to find AB, you can use this. This would be OB minus OA. You can also say AO plus OB, but I prefer using this one. The answers will still be the same in both cases. So OB is this one here. So this is TI plus 17J minus OA is 5i minus 7j. So now let's expand this and simplify. So negative 5i positive 7j, and then we can put the I components together. So we have ti, let me just put them in brackets, plus 17j plus 7j. So this one will be t minus 5i, and then plus 17j plus 7j will be 24j, like this. And then we can find the magnitude of this so that we can find the unit vector. Remember, the unit vector in the direction of AB will be defined by AB, which is this one, t minus 5i plus 24j, everything over the magnitude of the vector AB. So the magnitude of AB is just, you can just use this, you square the x coefficient and then add it to the square of 24. This will be your magnitude. So that means our unit vector, our AB cap, will be t minus 5i plus 24j. So everything over t minus 5 squared plus 24 squared, like this. So this is exactly the same as the unit vector stated in the question. This unit vector is 0.28i plus 0.96j. So this one will be 0.28i plus 0.96j. So now we can equate the I components, or the x coefficients, and the j components. This one here, 24 over this, and then this one is t minus this over that with that. So you can say, since these two are the same, then the coefficients of I must be the same and the coefficients of j must be the same. So t minus 5 over this, remember this is for everything, so you can't just get this for that and stop there. This is equal to 0.28 or 24 over the square root of t minus 5 squared plus 24 squared is equal to 0.96. So either this or this can be used to solve for t. Remember, we only have t, so there is no need to solve these two equations simultaneously. You can just pick one and solve. And for me, I think it's much easier to use this because we don't have we only have a 24 here. We don't have a t like we do here, but regardless the answers will still be the same. So using this one, considering the fact that it's the easiest for me at least, I can just cross multiply so that we have 24 is equal to 0.96, then the square root of t minus 5 squared plus 24 squared, like this. And then I can divide both sides by 0.96, or I can write this one in fraction form. So in fraction form, this is like this, right? Yes. So I know that 24 is a multiple of this. I mean, it's a factor of that. So you can just multiply everything by this thing here. So you can say 100 over 96. You are free to use whatever method you are comfortable with here. You are not restricted to do this. Yes, so this times this would be like 100 over 96 multiplied by 24. And then, by the way, you can also cross multiply, and then the same thing times this. I don't have my calculator, this is why I'm doing this, but if you had your calculator you can just divide both sides by 0.96, and then this into this is 1, this into that it's 1, and then 24 into 24 it's 1, 24 into 96, that should be 4 times, I think. Yes, that's 4. And then 4 into 100, this will be 25, is equal to the square root of t minus 5 squared plus 24 squared, everything under the square root. So now to get rid of the square root, you have to introduce squares to both sides so that the square and the square root will go. Then you have 25 squared. I don't want to expand this because I don't want to make my numbers bigger. So this side we have this. So now I can take this one this side, so that we have 25 squared minus 24 squared is equal to t minus 5 squared. Then I can just use the difference of two squares here, because if I square these numbers I may have problems. So this one is 25 minus 24, and then 25 plus 24 is equal to t minus 5 squared. So 25 minus 24, this is just the 1. 25 plus this is 49, is equal to t minus 5 squared. So now to get rid of this square root, this square, can just introduce the square root on both sides. So that means, let me just write it this side. 49 is equal to t minus 5 squared. So we take the square root of both sides. The square root of 49 is 7. And then the square and the square root will go. Actually, this is plus or minus 7. So this one will be that. And then to solve for t, can bring this guy's side so that we have 5 plus or minus 7 is equal to t. So when we take the positive one, we have 5 plus 7. This one will be a 12. Then when we take the negative, this will be 5 minus t. So this will give us 2. So t is either equal to negative 2 or 5. And this solves the problem.